Hello, my name is Keith, and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about how to make a crystal sandwich, part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, what's a sandwich? What's a crystal sandwich? A sandwich is basically you have bread, you have 2 pieces of bread, and everything between the bread. You making a certain combination will cause certain energies or certain things to go down without you subconsciously having to think about it or put pressure on it. And it's a sandwich. I mean, with psychology sandwiches, I already gave you the example of people who are manipulators or liars will actually, and scammers will put together a bunch of truths with a lie, and they'll get you to digest a lie very easily, and you'll never know they lied. Like, you'll never know. Now, here's an example. Like, people at car dealerships will do this. They'll be, you have a black car, and you're looking really good. I know that outfit that's online. You got it from that website, and yeah, cool. You went to this school. This school is ranked number 7. Like they're like, oh, your car is like, there's a warranty on it, and you can get it back. Blah, 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 right? And they said 3 things that are true, and then 1 thing that's not true. And you're like, and you digest it. You think about it for a second, and you digest it. Same thing with a sandwich when it comes to crystals. You intake the energies, and you don't even know you're doing it. Now, let's talk about this, because I'm going to restate some examples, because this really does help people for me to talk about, and I'm going to use different examples. With a sandwich and law of attraction, you can actually digest anything subconsciously just by saying 3 things that are true, and then 1 thing that's not. I mean, it's 1 thing that you'd like to manifest. People are like, oh, manifestation is just lying. No, it's not. You send your word out, and it's exactly how you sent it out, so it's coming back anyway. But let's just say, when it comes to law of attraction, you would like to manifest a new car. How about that? Or instead of a new car, just because I use this as an example, let's say you would like to manifest a new opportunity. That's pretty cool, and this is an easy way you can do it. Like, okay, my name is Florida Stone Man. I wear lots of crystals. I have tons of new opportunities coming my way, and I'm making a YouTube video right now. And your subconscious digests it very quickly. Same thing as to, you guys make crystal sandwiches when it comes to, not crystal sandwiches, you guys make sandwiches when it comes to consuming medicine sometimes, consuming vitamins, herbal supplements, etc. You have a nasty, nasty, nasty herbal supplement. Let's just say it, I don't know. I don't think many herbs are nasty. Not even asafoetida or garlic, but let's just say you don't like garlic and... wormwood. That's a good example. You have really, really, really bitter wormwood, and you're like, ugh. So you mix the wormwood with about 5 other things in the sandwich, and you eat the sandwich, and you barely taste the wormwood, but you taste the rest of the sandwich, and then it just goes down because you don't pay much attention to it. Same thing with your dog's food. They won't eat certain medicine or supplements unless you mix it in with peanut butter and their dog food, plus maybe some wet food and dry food. I don't know what you guys feed your dogs. Everyone feeds their dog something different, but you get what I mean. You mix a few things together, and you mix the thing that doesn't go down normally, and it all goes down. It all goes down regardless. In yesterday's video, I taught about you take the pressure off of 1 crystal that you expect so much to do so much work by adding in more crystals. It makes the crystal do its job better, and you're not killing the flow of energy from that crystal, because you can choke the flow of energy. You can fully, because people are like, my citrine. Like, people will be like, they'll just get Aventrine, and they'll be like, I'm supposed to be the luckiest person in the world. I'm supposed to win the Powerball. I win the Powerball, yeah. Well, I'm not making fun of any of you, but that's how people are when they get certain crystals. And there's even videos about it online. People get amethyst to fix my life. Amethyst, how dare you? You're not calming me down. And people will choke the energy of the amethyst, and the amethyst is getting overwhelmed because the person is just literally choking the energies. But once that person gets rose quartz and citrine, green Aventrine, they're not focused on the one energy, and the crystal's doing its job. It's actually doing more now because it's not being suffocated, plus it doesn't have to do a whole bunch, and other crystals are making its job easier. Now, you can orchestrate certain crystals together for a certain goal. such as, and I highly suggest you watch part 1 before this video because I do give some good examples. This video is mainly examples. And, to Philip and Lask, who commented on the video before this, I'm actually going to use this as an example. So, what kind of crystal sandwich would you make for spiritual development? That's a really good question. And my answer to this, because I really thought this one out, it's not a simple answer. It's very complex. It's like, oh. And even, because you can have one crystal for all spiritual development. You can do any crystal combination. If it's just a general goal, you can do, for me, it'd be working with angels and armoring my angels. So, and being able to hear the higher angels better. For example, you can use a crystal such as Angelite, then Celestine, and let's just say you want to work with Saint Michael the Archangel, then you would use Lapis Lazuli and Obsidian. Maybe you would like to work with Archangel Raphael, then you would use Emerald and Seraphonite. What if you want to work with Archangel I mean, a lot of the archangels like clear quartz, but you can throw clear quartz in the combination. Let's just say you want to work with Archangel Chamuel. You would use a crystal such as green fluorite and chrysoprase. You can use, green fluorite and chrysoprase is a good one, but his crystal is rose quartz and green fluorite. You can use chrysoprase as well because it heals traumas. Chamuel. What else? There's a whole bunch of angels. There's lots of angels. You want to work with Archangel Raguel. It depends on what kind of aspect of his energy would you like to work with. His aspect of energy more so associated in helping human partnerships and communication of people in groups, or Archangel Raguel's ability to slap back justice and to defend you. You would use red jasper and hematite for that, and you can also use Libyan desert glass. So there's a whole bunch of combinations for working with angels. There's a whole bunch. It depends on, because with spiritual gifts, it's complicated. It's because you want to really specifically target your gifts that you would like to open. To connect with one angel, I would suggest you focus on, because you can connect with a bunch of angels at once. But what the most helpful thing is for you to do is focus on one at a time until you can fully hear the voice of that angel, if God lets you, because you have to ask God first. You have to connect to God first. Then you can develop the connection with the angel. You purify your vessel. You purify your energy, your space, your aura. You correct things that you're not doing correctly. You work with those crystals, and you start being able to hear the angels. That's that. Then you start being able to feel them, because once you hear them, then you feel them. Once you feel them, then you'll hear them. Once you see them in your mind's eye, I mean, it all connects together. But you want to, let's just say you want to work with Baraculo. Then you would use Emerald, for example, and Unikite. Whew, there's a whole bunch of archangels, if you can't tell. Who else? There's a whole bunch of archangels. I mean, I can't go through every archangel because there's a lot. There's a lot of angels. But, what about Uriel? Then you would use something such as rutilated quartz and black obsidian, because Uriel loves those crystals. And like I said, you can make different sandwiches based on working with different angels. What if you just want to open general spiritual gifts? Then you can use general crystals to sandwich them together and make a crystal sandwich. So let's just say you just want them open. You don't even know what gifts you want to open. You're not specific. You just want spiritual gifts open. I highly recommend you be specific, but then you would sandwich black tourmaline, so you're making sure nothing else gets in when you're opening your gifts, because once you start opening your gifts, demons are targeting you. Just telling you guys. This is very important for people to know, because angels are surrounding you, so are the opposite of angels, because they're kind of jealous. Now, here's what you do next. The black tourmaline to keep them away. If you want some additional protection, then you would use obsidian, bloodstone, etc., and you can make your crystal sandwich as big as you desire. But here, you use black tourmaline as the base for the crystal sandwich. Right? Cool! Now, let's get them gifts cracked open. Amethyst. You would add amethyst to that crystal sandwich, and you would use a crystal such as, I'm going to say Unikite. what does Unikai do? It aligns both sides of the heart chakra so that that your gifts are popping and that things are opening, and Unikai will open miraculous gifts, gifts of miracles. You can combine chrysophrase with that. Depends on. I said this would be a general combination. This is lasting but general because I'm a very specific person. But let's just go to a combination of 4 crystals for a crystal sandwich when it comes to opening your spiritual gifts. Black tourmaline, amethyst, lapis lazuli, and a very important one, atacamite, because it forces the third eye open. So you have 4 crystals, one protecting you, one forcing it open, one that's enhancing the intuition once it's open, and one that's also protecting you, deflecting, and attracting angels closer to you for you to help develop your gifts. That's a really complicated crystal sandwich, huh? Well, like I said, you want to be specific when it comes to spiritual gifts, because you can open very specific spiritual gifts, and some of them are of specific chakras. So, your gifts of manifestation, citrine. Oh, let's talk about this. A crystal sandwich for manifestation. This is a good. Yeah. Ooh, this is a good one. But you wanna. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say right now. You want to start off every crystal sandwich with black tourmaline and clear quartz, because you get the protection, and then you get the amplification of the protection plus enhancement of other crystals. You got to combine clear quartz with all of your crystal sandwiches. It's like the bread, okay? Clear quartz is the best crystal ever. If you can't tell, I'm using lots of clear quartz because it's a crystal that does everything. It's an amazing crystal, but clear quartz will get things popping. So there's so many. I didn't realize there was this many combinations for spiritual gifts until I started doing this video. I'm like, wait, this is supposed to be simple. But let's just say you would like to open your spiritual gifts that have to do with you connecting to the element of water. You would use a crystal such as aquamarine, lapis lazuli, labradorite, sapphire, and I'm not going to say black tourmaline and clear quartz the whole time. I'll just assume you guys are adding these to this crystal sandwich because I suggested it. But now, when you go around water now, you're going to be able to feel the water without touching the water. You're connected to it. Humans are mostly water, so that's getting you to open your water gifts. Let's just say you love going outside and you love feeling the wind. If you want to open your wind gifts, ooh, this is a good one. Pediasite, and this K2. Ooh, this is a really good one. You can use petrified lightning. And then you can use, what's another? You can use selenite for the heavens. You can use this. I'm on the spot making crystal sandwiches. It's like a crystal deli. This is why so many different combinations, and this is exciting too. I can't wait till I'm going to introduce some crystal combinations coming up soon. So on FloridaStoneman.com, you'll have a bracelet to open gifts that relate to fire and connecting to angels who their element is fire, such as Saint Michael the Archangel. His crystals are, like I said, obsidian and lapis lazuli. He's a very fiery angel. He's a very beautiful angel as well. He'll make sure things that are not good get corrected, and he'll keep bad things away. Now, and there's Uriel is wonderful as well. Uriel is a type of archangel to help you learn a lot about what you're doing and learn about moving closer to God and developing your connection with your guides as well. There's a lot of crystal combinations for spirituality, but spirituality, spiritual gifts, because there's a whole bunch of gifts. There's couple hundred gifts out there, let's just say that. I can't say all of them, but I can hint towards them. A lot of gifts are something that you will find on your own. Like, you'll just be like, oh, I didn't know I could do this until I wore crystals from FloridaStoneman.com. Ooh, voila. Now, let's talk about a crystal sandwich, because like I said, these crystal sandwich videos can get very wordy, and there's so many different combinations. What's a good combination? Let's just say you would like to be... Ooh, this is a really good one. Okay. Let's just say you would like to be... Maybe you're going to a wedding. Maybe you're going out with your friends. And you just want to feel the most beautiful you can ever feel and be perceived as beautiful as well. We're humans, and it's natural to want to feel desired. But that starts from within. So a crystal that you can use to enhance inner beauty that'll reflect on the outside is ruby. It'll make you the most vibrant, most just people will, there'll be 1,000 people in the room and people are just looking at you when you wear ruby. You'll wear rose quartz for self-love. Then you'll wear black tourmaline. I said I wouldn't add that, but I love saying black tourmaline because black tourmaline's the king of gemstones. Ah! And then you can use a crystal such as amethyst to make sure you're in the right mind and you're not getting cocky or egotistical, because people, once they're getting viewed, like, oh, look at me. So it'll help you stay humble. And then you can add a crystal such as citrine. So maybe when you're at your most vibrant, you're talking about your business to people, and people want to visit your business now. People want to come in. People want to associate with you with how vibrant you are with your business, etc. So, like I said, there's unlimited crystal combinations. The reason I'm getting a little more, because I'm not sticking in a bubble. I'm not sticking these crystal sandwiches in a bubble. I'm expanding them to expand your guys' minds. Let's just say, ooh, this is a really good one. This is a really good crystal combination. Let's just say, and there are some people like this, you are opening your spiritual gifts, but it's too much for you. And this happens to some people. The most gifted people on this planet don't feel like being on this planet. Let's just say that. And they'll walk into a room and they'll be overwhelmed and they'll want to leave because that person is just, they're so spiritually open to the point where they cannot ever fully feel at home on this planet. They can't feel at home in their own body, which starts with the root chakra. So black tourmaline, even though I said I wouldn't said it. Black tourmaline for safety and protection. I'm emphasizing black tourmaline. Black obsidian, so you're not just grounded, but your shadows are being released, so that when you're here, you're in the present, you're not being your own worst enemy. You're not playing the pity game, because a lot of people will be like, oh, everything is everyone else's fault and it's not my fault and I'm still growing. Well, that doesn't mean you've grown if you're not dealing with your own shadows. Because that alone I can make a video topic on, because people will go backwards by blaming other things but themselves. People will point to everything but themselves, and black obsidian will correct that and help you have so many more gifts just by being able to address your shadows. Now, the next crystal, so black tourmaline, black obsidian, charoite. Charoite. This crystal, for the most gifted people, it helps them hold their gifts and channel them at the same time without being overwhelmed by their environment. And then amethyst for that mental helmet. Then you can add a crystal such as, let's just say you want to expand those gifts. Let's just say you want to open the door to all your other gifts, and you use a crystal such as Super 7, which is really rare to get actual Super 7, because Super 7's often faked. You can take a piece of, what do you call it? I can't even say some of the crystal names. Caxonite. I almost said it. Some of these crystals' names are very complicated, but and if you can't tell, I've been singing before this video. When I make your crystal jewelry, I sing my voice very loud, and then I'll make a video and I'm just like, oh, shit, I'm not saying so loud. But I'm very happy when I make your crystal jewelries. The point is, if you would like a crystal combination, you have to come up with your own crystal sandwich to achieve your own goal. Everyone's crystal sandwich will be very different. You will all have your own recipes, and this video is more about getting you guys to create your own recipes when it comes to crystal sandwiches, because there's so many different combinations, and once you combine them all, they're taking pressure off each other and it's achieving more. So, like I said, this video might seem kind of broad and kind of like, there's not just one crystal sandwich for everything. That's exactly how I would like you guys to learn. You will become very strong spiritualists with gifts open that no one else on this entire planet has when you learn how to make your own crystal sandwiches. And I'll eventually make, I might make crystal sandwiches on FloridaStoneman.com. But like I said, crystal sandwiches are not actually crystals you eat. Disclaimer. If for anyone who I had to say that for, disclaimer, because I've seen people join my TikTok live and they're just like, well, these crystals look so beautiful, I'd like to eat them. Like, disclaimer, If you've been in my TikTok live in the past, you know that's a thing. Don't eat the crystals. They're for wearing. But there's endless combinations, and guys, I would like you to come up with some of your own crystal combinations for your own purposes. My goal is to make spiritualists independent and able to teach other spiritualists, and most importantly, move people closer to God. Come up with your own crystal combinations that work for you, and it'll work for other people as well, etc. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, guys. Also, comment below your crystal combinations. I like to hear what you guys have to say. I read your comments. It takes me a second to read them sometimes because there's so many, but I really appreciate when you guys do leave comments. So if you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!